Hey butterflies, and welcome back to Evolving Butterfly Goddess with me, Moe Nicole. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, comments, shares, and subscribes here on the channel. It is always appreciated. And a major shout out to all of the channel members, as well as the members over on my website. Thank you for your continuous support. It's always a vibe, honey. Okay, feel free to check us out. We do have our member-only live this weekend because we coming up on our full moon. So yeah, and we just started semester 2 of our Butterfly School of Transformation. So if you're interested in joining the tribe and vibe and you're going through your current spiritual journey, spiritual transformation, and you want to be around a collective who is also going through that transition, come through and join us now, okay? So we're getting into the 222 angel number video. I want to first thank everyone who has purchased my new angel number book, okay, where I have angel numbers all the way up to 1,000, and then I have the most common 4-digit angel numbers as well for you all to check out inside of that book. All members on my website do get a free copy of it, so if you join one of my membership programs, you'll get a free copy of the book. But if not, you can just check it out on my website, moenicole.com. So this 333, I think I said 333. Hopefully I didn't say 222. I don't know why my spirit feel like I said 222, but I didn't. I meant to say 3. I don't know. Anyway, this is going with the message though, honestly, what I think about it. So 333, when we look at that, we have 3 different 3s in here, okay? 3 is a number of perception. It's a number of communication. It's also a number of magic, okay? 3 is a very magical number, okay? And so the energy of what I'm picking up with this, because 333 together is a 9, which means completion. And so it's giving a vibe that a lot of members, not everyone, you're going through an upgrade of perception at this time, okay? Because in my book, it goes into how the 333 is basically reminding you that your perception, how you view the world, how you view what's going on around you affects your communication, which then affects your manifestations and your magic and what you speak. You know how we say, like, what we speak is what manifests, and that's very, very true. And oftentimes the perception that you have of yourself, of your personal power and your connection to the higher power is what's stopping you from being able to reach to that next space, okay? And so this is definitely giving a message of perception and communication, but I feel like a lot of this is perception of life, perception of success, perception of yourself, okay? And that affects your communication and how you may speak out loud, okay? Which then affects what you're manifesting. So if you feel like you're continuously manifesting things that you don't want, you have to ask yourself, what are you speaking? What are you speaking life into? What are you speaking death into? Okay, you have to always remember life and death is in the power of the tongue. Okay, that's what manifesting is, what we speak out. So if we speak out to tear people down, people are going to feel low when they hear you speak. If you speak to raise people up, people are going to then feel more alive when they hear you speak, okay? And so we have to choose and become what it is that we want to manifest within our space, okay? And so one of those things of what I notice is that a lot of people's like, oh, well, I can't do this. I wish I could do this, and I don't have the money for this. And it's just like, I'm not even going to acknowledge that because you're in a lack energy right now. We have to change that perception from not what you don't have, but look at what you do have and what can you use with what you do have to create what it is that you want, okay? There are a lot of opportunities out there, y'all. There are a lot of different opportunities. It's just more so you have to go through that process of retraining your brain, retrain your mind to see things as opportunity and not as losses. And that's the energy of an alchemist. And 9 is also hermit energy, which is also alchemy. 9 is an alchemy, okay, number. So it's giving a sense of changing your personal perception of what may be going on around you, which then changes your communication. Oh my gosh, what kind of bird is that? Y'all, it's like a big old hawk or something. That's not a goose. Is that an eagle? It just landed at the top of the tree. I've never seen that type of bird. It looks like an eagle. It reminds me of the eagle that I had just saw when I was in Colombia. And eagles represent perception. It represents seeing things from a higher viewpoint, okay, from a space You have to separate yourself. So whatever it is that you may be going through right now, when you're seeing this 333, is what do you need to separate yourself from to see it from a higher perspective? Wow. And it's so crazy because when I went out walking with Jonah earlier this morning, there were 3 birds walking with us. Well, they were flying over our heads playing. And then as we were coming back, more started to join the party. So some of you all may even be, you know, feeling lonely, feeling like you don't have X, Y, and Z. Are you putting yourself into positions to meet people? Are you putting yourself into positions to communicate with people? So instead of saying what you don't have, you have to look at what is your perception and what are you doing to place yourself into the space where you need to be to attract it, okay? Which is why I created the Discord for members. You know what I'm saying? Like all members, they have access to the Discord to be able to communicate. Everyone don't take advantage of it, but those who do take advantage of it has seen some positive benefits from it, okay? And so I just strongly recommend that you don't stop or halt yourself from attracting what you say you want, because you can't say you want one thing but then your perceptions and like how you think about it don't really believe it, or your actions don't go along with it. You get what I'm saying? But let's get into what is this past information. The star in reverse. So the energy of what we're reading into, it was the star in reverse, but I'm turning everything in the upright because by the time you leave here, baby, it ain't gonna be in no reverse, okay? Okay, so with the star card in reverse, it's a sense of someone who is not allowing their inner self to show. You're not allowing yourself to be authentically yourself. You want to watch out for feeling like you got to be a certain type of way. You got to watch out from feeling like you got to fit a certain type of status quo, okay? Be yourself. The best way to be is to be yourself, because then when you're yourself, you're attracting more like-minded people who are like you. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't myself, I was attracting people who was connecting with a part of me that wasn't fully me, right? And as I got into who I was authentically and myself unapologetically, I started to attract other like-minded people into my space. I speak those affirmations. I speak the affirmations of spirit. Those who are ready for this spiritual transformation are the ones who join my membership. Those who have good intentions for me are the ones who spirit brings into my life. You get what I'm saying? And so that is how we change that perception, because you want to always feel like you can be yourself. Wherever you're at, you want to always feel like you can be yourself. And if you can't be yourself in a situation, that's not home. That's not where you need to be, baby. That's not where you need to be, baby, okay? You need to be somewhere where you can be able to breathe. Are those... They look like crystals in the middle of this with the cottonwood. I didn't realize that. It's giving a sense of balance as well. We know the star is Aquarius energy, 11th house energy, and 11th house deals with its friendships. 11th house rules friendships. It rules philanthropy. It rules community service. It rules innovation, okay? So within that innovation, what are the things that you can do that's different from what you've been doing, okay? And this is one thing that gets me when they say insanity. Insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting different results. Sometimes we have to go within ourselves to see, where is this coming from? Or why is this not working? Or why is this happening like this, okay? And this is where that's getting into. But let's get into the current. 7 of Earth. Okay, yeah, current. As you are here in this space, in this video, in this collective, you are starting to collect information. You're collecting the energy of what it is that you need to start planting the seeds that you need to plant, because this is a very abundant energy right now. So a lot of you all are collecting a lot of information. You're collecting just like a lot of, 7 of Earth isn't really knowledge, but when I think of Earth Pentacles, I think of possessions, okay? I think of what is your values, okay? What are you keeping to yourself? And so this is giving me a sense of you betting on yourself, what it is that you value and how you show up into the world. And by you doing that, it allows you to attract better, okay? Yes, 6 of Earth. The future is that as you do that, you'll find things being given to you. You'll find people coming into your life. You'll find different miracles and things happening into your space, because you are now surrounding yourself with other energies that are on the same trajectory as you. You get what I'm saying? It makes me think of, I had a moment where I was like going through a severe financial issue and problem some years ago, right? And it happened again in 2020 when the pandemic had happened. And baby, I would be door dashing, selling contract work. What can I do to put my skills out there to work for me? In college, baby, to keep my dang on rent paid, I was selling plasma, okay? Every 2 days when they would let me go, when my anemic stuff got better, baby, that $35 every 2 days, okay? 2 to 3 days, depending on your blood levels. It's the sense of identifying and finding how, oh, and that's crazy. Giving blood is philanthropy. That's 11th house. But it's just give me a sense of we have to allow ourselves and our perception to look at things from another perspective, right? What you're going through right now is not an indication of your future. It's just the right now. So how can you look at what's going on right now, collect it, okay, the energy, the collection of the energy, so that then you can allow the universe to start gifting you all those things that you've been planning and working on and working towards. And that's the 6 of Earth energy. All right, what do I want to go to? Whew. You have compassion, 9-9, when we're just talking about 9s with completion. This compassion energy is giving me the sense of you having more compassion for yourself in this process. Don't be too hard on yourself. See it as like a learning process, right? We all go through it. No one is just born perfect. We go through a process to become imperfectly perfect in who we are and who we're supposed to be, baby. Okay. Self-love. Your perception of self. How do you speak life into yourself? You got to know who you are. You got to speak life into yourself, especially at times if you don't have nobody else to speak life into you. Thank goodness you're here on the Butterfly Channel, because I'm going to speak some life. I've chosen my energy to be the energy that speaks life as a goddess of life and death and transformation. Speak life. That's where that self-love comes from. And then you got abundance. 1313 on the recording time, baby. Well, it's 1313, but by the time I edit it out, it ain't gonna be 1313 for y'all. Because I gotta edit out the me walking to my seat and stuff. But this abundance, what you are manifesting, baby, that comes from the change of perception and how you communicate with yourself. Baby, and didn't I say something about your environment? Some of y'all need to really be paying attention to the environments that you're around, okay? You're trying to create something from a dead environment. Plants can't grow in infertile ground, baby, okay? Plants can't grow where ain't nobody watering it. Are you watering your garden? See yourself as a plant, which is why when I started doing our angel numbers and stuff more specifically on the channel more often, because I've been doing it for about 2 years, okay? But when I started incorporating it, for the community to show you your growth in this process, our plant is growing, okay? It's growing. And you're growing right along with it. But you see, every message, I will pour a little bit of libation into that water because we are feeding this growth. I see myself as being someone who is now feeding into you and your growth and development. For those who need to hear this. Because I appreciate those who was there for me when I needed it. You get what I'm saying? Allow yourself to manifest the environment you need. Like a good example, I was sitting here and I realized I don't resonate with a lot of readers anymore for different reasons. And one of the things I spoke to the universe, I say, universe, I need to find other astrologers and readers who follow sidereal like me. I was like, I want to communicate with other people who are on the same journey as me in that area, right? Don't you know, within the next day, Divine Conversations, I saw my channel. I'm just like, oh, let me see this channel. A sidereal, true sidereal astrologer. Boom. Now we vibing. You get what I'm saying? We have to speak into what it is that we want and know that it's going to come. Because when we know it, it happens. Okay? And I want you to know it. It's the perception. 3 is all about perception and communication. So what are you right now worried about? Okay? That's what Spirit wants you to change your perception on. So for example, a breakup, right? My last breakup that I went through. Hurt my little feelings, baby. Because I invested time, energy, even did something that I said I wasn't going to do, okay? I was upset until I realized I'm really upset with myself. And that's what forgiveness is. When we have a hard time letting go of certain things, it's not that thing, it's us and our ego. It's us being upset with her. How did I let that happen? How did I not see this? And that's what holds us up on the healing process, okay? And so I say that to say, look at the situations around you as blessings. Because baby, once I forgave myself from that, the glow up happened. Because I realized that connection, he wasn't watering the grass like I was. The man wouldn't even watch my dog for me when I went out of town for school. You feel me? But now I have someone who will watch my dog for me for weeks at a time. Who will watch my plants for me. Who offers friendship. We need to go to space. Now, he ain't my man, though. He ain't my man. We just friends. Okay? The vetting process is real. Okay? But we're in this space in life where we have to take the experiences that we've gone through, learn from them, and alchemize them into something different. But we can't expect ourselves to be able to grow in spaces that are dead. And I'm done. Let me get a butterfly card, then we get out of here. These readers get longer and longer, baby. Y'all like the longer readers? I'm gonna look and see what the retention is on this video to see if y'all like the longer readings or if I'm gonna stick to the shorter readings, okay? So I'm like, how are we at 18 minutes? I soothe away anxiety and stress by choosing to do things to help me relax. And that's the environment. Do something that benefits your environment. Okay, my loves? I love you all. And as always, always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what you want to do. Period. If you're interested in joining any of my membership communities, feel free to check out the links and things down below, as well as the details to my angel number book, which is down below as well. And as always, continue to bloom.